Yes, how are you everyone? How was your day? Now, it is becoming a habit of the majority leader Kimani Ichung'wah to attack Gachagua at every point he has a chance. Even in NYANZA, Kimani Ichung'wah came out and fired salvos against the Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. Okay? And it is continuing. I know this battle, first of all, favors William Ruto. But of course, I know there was some animosity between the Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua and Ruto. That was the truth. But that animosity, I think, was attributed because Gachagua didn't have a background of being in the cabinet of one of the biggest positions. So he used to speak like an MP, and that brought problems. Case in example is when Gachagua came out to say that his phone calls were trapped during Kenyatta and now are being tapped under Ruto. And for a person who has ever, if he had ever served in other cabinets, he would know that that can happen. Because in governments, every government leader, intelligence is collected from him. Because people who overthrow governments do not come outside the government. First of all, they are within government. So intelligence is collected on every person. It is normal. So Gachagua would not have said those statements. It is very normal for intelligence to be collected from the Deputy President. That is why intelligence is only consumed by the President. I think for every information, it is only the intelligence that is consumed by the President, not his deputy. So I think there are some things Gachagua should learn so that he can desist to make statements which are not in accordance with his office. Away from that, also Kimani Ichung'wah wanted to use this crack to exploit the relationship. And I think Kimani Ichung'wah is now turning out to be jealousy. Do you know why? Because Gachagua is the Deputy President and has a background of being the one-term MP. Yet people like Kimani Ichung'wah are doing their third term. Okay, they were on the budget committee. Yes, Gachagua was never even a head of a committee. So I think it is turning out to be jealousy. So in this episode, I've come to talk about the attack of Kimani Ichung'wah towards Gachagua, the Deputy President, what it means for Kenya, and most importantly, the study materials we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. So, we all know that William Ruto is in Nyanza for political development. Although I think that it is not about development, it is political. Because when he launched Raila as the AU chairperson, he ran to Nyanza to get support. So it is political, not necessarily a development. During this tour by Ruto, Kimani Ichung'wah didn't hesitate to attack Gachagua. In fact, in each and every rally, Gachagua has utilized this to tackle. Kimani Ichung'wah has utilized this to tackle Gachagua. Now, for me, I think it's turning out to be jealousy on the side of Kimani Ichung'wah. Okay, to an extent that during that speech, when he was attacking the Deputy President, he even made a statement which was uncalled for in Nyanza. And I'm going to explain it more better so that you can understand. But before I explain it, I want to first show you the tape when Kimani Ichung'wah was attacking Gachagua. Here's the tape.
Mesikia Junet akiongea juu ya mitego. Watu wa Siaya, nataka niwaulize, iko mtu ama watu wanaweza kuwekea baba mtego? Iko? Mtu akifikiria utawekea baba mtego, utajipata umejitega wewe mwenyewe. Kweli si kweli? Kweli si kweli? Wale wa kuwekea baba mitego watajitega, hawatajitega. Baba ende AU. Si umesikia Joho amesema muko kwa serikali leo, kesho, mtondogoo, mwaka ujao, hata muhula ujao. Siaya mko hapo? Muko kwa serikali? Ndani kabisa.
That is Kimani Ichung'wah. Kimani Ichung'wah first of all talked about the mitego, the barriers in State House, okay, that Gachagua had talked about. And I think it goes back to the office of the Deputy President, there are some statements which cannot be made lightly. This message goes to Gachagua that in certain offices, even if you feel something on that, I know every leader in Kenya is tribal, but in certain offices, like when you are Raila Amolo Odinga, when you are Ruto, you can desist to make tribal statements because they somehow affect you in the near future if you want an office. That's the truth. So, Kimani Ichung'wah came out and said that no one can put barriers for Raila Amolo Odinga. And in this way, he was attacking Ruto. No, he was attacking Gachagua. And I think it is now becoming jealousy because even Gachagua at one point during a TV interview came out and said that it is true he had put the barriers and Raila Amolo Odinga decided to go with Ruto to Uganda. Okay? Then he decided to remove the barriers. That's what Gachagua said. Okay? But that's not an issue. He went as far as saying that the NYANZA region, okay, was going to is having 2 cabinet secretaries, yet the Mountain Kenya is having 7. And I think that is not a right statement to be made in NYANZA. Kimani Ichung'wah is as if saying that we Mountain Kenya got a lot, that we must be thankful, okay, which I don't think it is the right statement. Let me first play with the tape when Kimani Ichung'wah was saying this. Here is the tape.
You are a great people who have gratitude. You have been given 2 cabinet secretaries in government. You have shown gratitude. What about us who have not less than 7 cabinet secretaries and a deputy president? We should be at the forefront of showing gratitude and supporting your government, not sabotaging your government, not blackmailing you, Mr. President. And I want to assure you, just like the people of NYANZA support your government, the people of Mount Kenya, the people of Rift Valley, the people of Coast, the people of Northern Kenya will support your government without blackmail, without sabotage, because we are all one united people under the Republic of Kenya and made by God and bestowed in this nation by God.
That is Kimani Ichung'wah. First of all, for Mountain Kenya to get those positions, okay, they were entitled. For NYANZA to get those positions, they must be grateful, most especially when they are coming from the ODM. Because even before this new cabinet was given, NYANZA had 2 slots. Orwalo was there, okay, and others. So they had 2 slots, okay. But by ODM Onchos coming in government, they must be grateful. But for Mountain Kenya to have 7 slots, they are entitled because Mountain Kenya makes a big pillar of the Kenya Kwanza government. In fact, the Kenya Kwanza government sits on Mountain Kenya and Rift Valley. So the Rift Valley must be entitled. Mountain Kenya must be entitled, not grateful. That is the plain truth, even if you don't like it. In fact, even before we went into the 2022 general election, the Western Kenya, they signed a memoranda with Kindiki saying that they must put 70% of the vote. But they failed. Now they have the speakership and a prime cabinet secretary. They must be grateful. But for Mount Kenya, they are entitled. In fact, it was even a wise move by William Ruto to give them 7 cabinet secretaries. You think he doesn't understand? Because I know if he had reduced their cabinet slots, the fire which would be in Mountain Kenya would be so hard. And even Ruto doesn't have a guarantee that in 2032 or 2027, he may get votes elsewhere than he got in Mountain Kenya. So, Ichung'wah pointing out those statements is looking like a kid who is trying to fight battles which he won't win. And when he continues with these battles, it makes him look like a jealousy man. That's the truth, because even when Gachagua, one of these days, whenever he comes out to speak, he gives him a contempt card. Okay? So, Ichung'wah's speech makes him to look jealousy. Of course, that's my opinion. Do drop me your comments by commenting about this. Thank you very much for listening in. If this is your first time on this YouTube channel, I implore you to subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.